Naambiwa wa change hiyo mashine, hawataki kuchange. So we are wondering what is the problem. Yes.
Kwa hiyo hawajaelezea shida imetokea watu.
Tuelezei, wanatuambia ati all will be well. So tunashindwa all will be well hadi saa ngapi? Yeah. So they need to do something. Yeah, we need some action to be done kwa sababu mtu mmoja, watu wanakuja wanatuacha kwa hizi line zingine. Si tulikuja hapa 6. Sasa ni saa 1 na we have not voted. Mimi nilikuwa like mtu wa kitu 20 bado 1 hour watu 20. Hebu imagine watu wote watavote saa ngapi? Yeah.
Ungependa kuambia nini IEBC?
Ningependa kuambia IEBC they need to listen to the voters. So kama hizo mashini ziko na shida, they need to change them. Yeah, so pledge yetu ni wa change mashini, walete mashini maybe yenye ita respond haraka juu tunaona hizi lines zingine zinasonga. Yeah, ile yetu isonge. Yeah.
All right, some of the complaints there by potential voters, for voters already on the queues in one of the polling centers where Laban Muhinda is, and I think that's Ol Kalou Comprehensive School. And it's just one of the queues because so many different polling stations within that polling center are able to vote, but here at least a few voters are complaining that the machine is taking too long. At least one voter says that each person takes an average about 30 minutes to cast their ballot. I do not know if that's truth or how long a voter should take. Yeah, but nonetheless, the process continues without much of a hitch, and we'll be getting more updates like those as we continue. Bwana Sosion, back to you. And I remember my question, sorry to cut you short. Are you concerned about this report by the Kofi Annan Foundation?
And that is what I've said. The fathers of goons must be dealt with.
Why hasn't he been dealt with till now?
Effectively using the law. And the CS Interior has been very clear.
He's been issuing threats.
Has been misread,
he's not been arrested.
Has been misread by the patrons of goons because they know eventually the long arm of the law will close on them.
How long?
And that is why deploying security to Ol Kalou is to ensure that the process is secure. Is secure, that the voters are not interfered with, the voting goes on peacefully, and Ol Kalou is free from any form of violence. Taxpayers of Kenya pay our security forces and the National Police Service to secure all their activities. And for the knowledge of those goons who are still existing around the country, the security agencies of this country is not going to condone anymore this culture of violence, because we are a democracy that has struggled over the years, and we've got the best credential in terms of advancing our democratic activities in a civilized manner, in a peaceful way. We want to get to days where a polling day is a day of peace, that people even can go to work. People can vote.
Well, you already appear to have identified the problem, that it's this one individual who's a problem, and you seem to agree with the CS in charge of Interior and in charge of all security operators that this is a problem. How come no action has been taken so far?
The criminal justice system must deal with all these perpetrators of violence through quote-unquote goons across the country.
Our concern,
and at all times. So that then,
allow me to interject.
As a run-up to the next election,
any further delays in dealing with the perpetrators of this, hence the report says that we are heading closer.
That's why I agree with you. Those reports are serious reports, and nobody should ignore those reports, and nobody should ignore such warnings. It cannot be that the people of Ol Kalou fight during campaign period and some lose life and voting will close today, somebody will be elected and will go to parliament, and the process ends when lives have been lost. Either people injured, we lose property, or we lose lives. That is only an activity that can happen in the wild, in the animal kingdom. It cannot happen in a civilized democratic Kenya of today. That one should not be allowed by any standard. And I think
you've seen the trend.
When you see the CS Interior Murkomen talking about it every now and again, and those are facts that have come out, that everywhere in the country, the menace is the goons. patronized by some politicians and effectively promoted, and we are trying to blame government, which is wrong. It is wrong for the engineers, fathers, sponsors of good
But
to
also
try and blame government.
our concern
And I think
is
this will have to be dealt with.
we're easy to lay blame. We're easy to name people and accuse them and allege things against them, but we are not taking any action. Who else will take action against a potential perpetrator of this violence, if not the CS for Interior? Should he be complaining the same way as us? Violence has been